Good day, you guys. How are we today? Okay, I'm Marlena. Thank you for joining me back on my homestead. And today I'm making zucchini bread from scratch. No, there's something about using your own eggs and using your own zucchini in your cooking that just kind of makes you happy. Okay, let me get you where you can see kind of everything. All right. Okay, let me get a little apron on. Well, admittedly, this is zucchini round number 2. Today, I woke up early this morning, not really too early, but I jumped in here in the kitchen, started making, well, I left the oil out of my first batch of zucchini bread, and so it's fine. It's just gonna be a little bit drier than the rest, which is fine. We'll still eat it. I got plenty of pear jelly for that stuff. I got all kinds of jelly, honey. I got all kinds of jelly. Okay, so take 2 zucchini bread. All right, we're gonna do 2 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and then a tablespoon of cinnamon. What you're gonna do is you're gonna mix that up real good. I made a bunch of zucchini bread a couple years ago and some raisin bread. And I think we went through all the zucchini bread, but we didn't go through all the raisin bread because it was kind of dry. It was really dry. So, oops. We didn't care for it as much. But this zucchini bread is a really good recipe. And it's the one I use a lot. Okay, so it says mix all the dry ingredients together and then mix the wet. So what I'm going to do is I'll make a little hole, kind of like you do biscuits in the middle. And I'm going to whisk these eggs just a tiny bit more. I love zucchini bread. It's a great way to use the larger zucchinis that you get when they get away from you. I'm talking like the 1.5 foot big old honking 2 foot zucchinis. I just take the seeds out of mine in the middle, or you don't have to. Just shred it all up, and that's what I'm using here. So that's a 3/4 cup of oil. That's 3 large eggs, and then 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Also, with the wet ingredients, you're going to want to have your zucchini. If you're using frozen zucchini, it's going to have water in it. You're going to be tempted to drain the water off. Don't do it. I had a 2-gallon Ziploc baggie with, I believe, 2 portions in it in this one. And so there was 4 cups altogether. I just dug out with a spoon and got 2 cups in this 2-cup bowl. Okay. And you want to make sure that all your ingredients are room temperature. And that zucchini just came out of the microwave. So it is nice and warm. There's no pieces of ice in it. And just stir it up. Ideally, probably you want to put all your wet ingredients together at the same time. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put all my ingredients on a cookie sheet, and then I'll go over the checklist of ingredients before I start putting it together. That way you can make sure you don't forget anything, like the oil situation with my other loaves. Oh, now that is beautiful. That is just... Okay, now it's going to be soupy. That's fine. Hey, bub. Hey. What you doing?
Feed pigs.
Okay, hon. See you in a minute. Okay, that's perfect. And I'm just going to kind of pour. This is a great KitchenAid bowl. I've got a stackable set. There's 3 in it. And they were gifted to me. I thank God, I know He does, gives you the desires of your heart. And He makes a way for you. So I have been thinking about these nesting bowls for a long time. I mean, a set of nesting bowls. Not specifically these, but just a set of nesting bowls that I would like to have some that were versatile, easy to use. I wasn't afraid to use them, you know, something I could use every day. Well, there was a lady on the Facebook Marketplace who had a roaster for sale, and I was looking for a roaster. One of those big electric ones you set out and do bone broth in or whatever, or a turkey. Well, I responded to her ad. When I went to go pick up the roasting pan from her, the roaster, she had a lot of stuff with her. And funny enough, I needed silverware and I needed those bowls. You know, kind of thought in the back of my head, I sure needed some extra utensils as well. Well, this lady that met me at Manford actually had several of the things that I had been longing for in my heart. And it may not seem like a big deal, but He gave me the best. He gave me KitchenAid bowls. That lady had KitchenAid nesting bowls, and they were plastic, very durable. They've got this on the bottom so they don't slide around on your shelf or your counter. Gave me more than enough, huh?
Mail call.
Okay, gave me more than enough silverware. So He provides those needs. If we would just look for it, He fulfills the needs, the wants of your heart, if you just listen. So zucchini bread in the oven for an hour, and I'll bring you back to cut it. So one may find themselves asking, what does zucchini bread taste like when you forget the oil? I'm telling you, no, it's hard. I mean, it's got a really good crust on it. It's got a real good crust on it. Hey Brent, be my guinea pig.
Okay.
This is the one I forgot the oil in. Taste it. Not bad.
Not bad.
Just dry, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's dry. Need some jelly, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, not bad.
Not bad. Just a little dry. Just a little dry. It's really quite good with that pear jelly on it. And that'll make it a little more moist.